weather's definitely getting warmer now. It is hot outside of Southern California. Southern California has that marine layer that comes in. When I travel up to Central and Northern California on the 5 freeway, it gets warm up here, especially in Stockton, Bakersfield. When the truck is not moving and it's sitting in the sunlight, I kid you not, it'll hit like 104, 107. It's hot, and Arizona's the same. You know, the desert beyond Palm Springs heading to Arizona, they don't get that marine layer like the rest of Southern California does. So it's warm there too. So it seems like the warm weather is affecting me anyway, way before summer starts. So a lot more time with the optimized idle on now, and keeping my cab at a bearable temperature when I'm shut down. So, and I try to, every chance I get, I try to get out of the cab, hang outside in cool shady areas like this. 110 degrees. In some parts of America, summer is in full steam. Saturday night, and I am in Phoenix. There's a small chance I may miss Mother's Day at home, and the sun is going down here. It's been fairly hot, kind of unbearably hot, but you know, when summer gets into full swing, it's going to be even hotter than this. So, but yeah, that is my sunset for tonight, and got to rest up, got an early morning delivery, and then try to head back home and spend Mother's Day with the family. So this is me relaxing at the cigar lounge after a long week of driving. I am butt tired, and next week is going to be a short week, just 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'm off to Hawaii for the rest of the week, and then I'll start back up the week after. There we go. That's Dustin blowing smoke. What is going on, my people? So this week was a long week. It was from Tuesday to Sunday night. I had 6 long distance trips, 2 up north to Northern California, and 1 round trip to Phoenix and back. It was challenging. It drains you, you know, and I feel like I haven't really had much of a weekend here. And back to the truck tonight, and going into Phoenix again. I'm going to be on vacation next week, so I'm only working 2 days, and then I'm also taking in my truck to get it maintenanced. They have an annual maintenance that you do. That's where they change the oil and look at your truck from top to bottom and make sure everything's good. And so yeah, about 2,250 miles total, but a lot of gaps, a lot of waiting. So it just drains you when you're out of the house and you're sitting around a lot of the time. So, but can't complain. Not too much major drama, just drawn out more than anything. Pretty much a straightforward but long week. So this week I wanted to talk to you about putting your energy in the wrong areas. I know a lot of drivers out there that get mad because, you know, a lot of times drivers, we end up getting the short end of the stick. And, you know, we have times where things just don't go our way. And when we do, we end up taking it out on the people we interact with, the people we talk to in the back office. And even though it's not necessarily their fault, they're our point of contact. And I know some drivers out there that have kind of lashed out or showed their frustration. But there's a way to show your frustration, because you can show that you're frustrated, but you're not directing it necessarily towards them. Sometimes, you know, drivers can't control that, and we end up saying or doing a lot of things we shouldn't. And it works against us more than it helps us. And I want to encourage you guys to don't go off the deep end. Don't say things you're going to regret. Don't abuse or take out that negative energy to those people that are trying to help you or that are supposed to help you, even though you feel like sometimes they can help you and they're not. When you start putting that energy on them, you're just going to create a rift between you and them. And I guarantee you, a lot of the companies I know, they keep a record of a lot of the things that we say and do. And the minute you get a ding on your record, whether it be a traffic violation or a small accident or something, if you are on the good side of these people, they kind of vouch for you. a lot of the times. Not all the time, but a lot of the times they will vouch for you if you're a good driver that they say they could rely on. But personally, I believe that everybody's going to have some kind of a track record of things that they did they shouldn't have done. And if at any point they need to start, cutting their staff, you'll be the first ones on the chopping block. And it's not necessarily that you did more harm or you did more bad things than the other driver, but they still have a record and a reason why they can let you go. And so, take things in stride, because the driving can get really frustrating. And the driving, there's so much drama. Every load, every day, every week, you're just dealing with drama, dealing with problems, dealing with setbacks, dealing with wait times that are horrendous sometimes. And, I want to encourage you guys to have a big capacity and make sure that you're not on the losing end of this gig, because some of the things that we say or do will hurt our future at the companies that we're at and potentially getting into another company. Now, if you want to move, find something and then let go. But if you let go first, you might be sitting out there not finding anything halfway decent. It might not even be an improvement from what you have right now. So always cover your bases, make sure that you've got a good solid plan B and plan C in place before you start making maneuvers. Because if you start letting your emotions take control of you and you say things and do things and you say, I don't care, XYZ, that company did this to me and blah, 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 blah. You know what? At the end of the day, you are there because you felt like this was a good gig. And at a certain point, until you find something better, at a certain point, you're going to have to come to a realization that I'm going to make this work until I get something better. But if you're out there just being a cowboy, you are going to get the short end of the stick. You are. You're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt the advancement. Not all the time. Sometimes you do let go and then you take a break, reset, and then find something better. You do. But it's more prudent to find something better before you wig out, before you let them have it, before you feel like, they deserve to hear all these things from me. They deserve to know, or they're responsible as well, and I'm going to let them have it. Just don't. Just don't until you've got your next gig set up. There's nothing perfect out there. There's a lot of things that look promising. Like I saw just recently, I saw a job post for a dispatcher making $3,000 to $4,500 a week being a dispatcher, And then with a little research, we found out that that job has a high turnover rate and has a very low rating, and a lot of the employees working there are not happy with the company. So most likely you go into that company as a dispatcher and you're going to be putting out fires all the time and dealing with a lot of BS, So, but the pay might be worth it, yeah. And if you have the capacity to handle that stuff, then, it's probably worth looking into those kind of jobs. But you also need some kind of dispatching experience, I imagine. So it's a short one this week, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys for following me on this journey, and God bless all of you. Peace, and have a good week. If you're driving, be safe out there, and until next time, cheers.